Hey everybody, it's Tyler. I just wanted to come on quick and let you know that the audio for this interview was a little scuffed between myself and Josh, but because it's the last interview before the campaign starts, I feel like it'd be doing a disservice to you guys and to Josh to not get this out to you. So I tried as best I could to fix it, but there are some sections, or the majority of it, will be pretty staticky. But just know that we will be doing better as time goes on. So hopefully you guys stick around, take a listen, and I'll see you guys when we release our first episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Word of Mouth. I am your host, Gary Raylick. And with us today, we have a very special guest, the final member of the Lofhal Incarceration Center prisoners who will be taking on the Race for Freedom, put on by Galen Goodfield, sponsoring this show. Kelbrix, the Yuan-Ti Ranger Gloomstalker, or should I say former Yuan-Ti, for he was outcasted due to possibly feeding his house possible misinformation, making some very heinous accusations that would go against the belief of everything that the Yuan-Ti stood for. Sounds like a lot of drama to me. Let's get into it. So why don't you give us your name and a little bit about yourself to start? You are Ixom, correct?
What? No. Where am I? Why am I here? Why is this chair wet? Wait, seriously, why is this chair wet?
Okay, well, hopefully, this will go a lot smoother than that, but you are here because you are in prison, you are incarcerated, and you are ready to take on the world for the Race of Freedom by Galen Goodfield, the sponsor of the show Word of Mouth that you're currently on. And the seat's wet, I'm assuming because the prison guards never cleaned off the seat from the previous interview I did with that ooze-like creature, Bont the Viscous.
There's an ooze-like creature in this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You get to stick around and hang out with your good buddy Ixom, from what I was told, and a slug-like gelatinous monster who is not from this realm whatsoever.
You're speaking with the Yuan-Ti, and that sounds horrifying.
It yes. Yes, it is.
I'm fascinated.
I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, God. So what am I doing here?
You, my good friend, are here because we are going to do an interview before you go out on a journey of self-reflection and excitement to become free once more. But let's talk a little bit more about why you're here in Lofhal Incarceration Center.
Well, as part of my duties as a Yuan-Ti infiltrator, I was tasked with testing potential offspring for candidacy into the Yuan-Ti ranks.
Ah, I see. And with doing all this candidacy, I'm assuming that you were able to get out and experience the world for what it is.
Most certainly. Yes, I was in the city of Merhatel when I was tasked with testing potential candidates for their resistance to poison, which is a clear indicator of Yuan-Ti heritage and influence. Yes, it was a grueling task that required me to go through hundreds, if not thousands, of children. Unfortunately, there was only a 0.8% efficacy. Many, many failed experiments. It's a real tragedy that they couldn't become Yuan-Ti. Thankfully, they all died.
You say 0.8% efficacy?
Yes, it's much lower than we'd hoped, but much better than, anticipated.
Yeah, I would say so. My goodness, that does not seem very good.
Well, you know what they say. You gotta crack a few eggs if you're gonna eat chickens.
Are you referring to the human children as chickens?
No, they're much more sinewy. Closer to, I'd say, dog?
You say closer to a dog?
Well, in texture, taste is very similar to, what do you humans eat? Pork?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Understood. With all of the efficacy rates and stuff, all this failure that you'd be experiencing with all these trials to see who would be able to brand the Yuan-Ti way. Is that why you're in here?
Sincerely, it's a misunderstanding. I mean, I feel that trying to propagate one's race to prevent extinction or strengthen your ranks is an admirable quality. I'm very proud of the work I did, and it just seems that maybe some people don't understand that.
Yeah, I kind of
I mean,
agree with you.
yes, there were some fatalities involved, but as previously stated, not everything goes smoothly the first time or the first, couple hundred times. So, and we did end up getting a handful of Yuan-Ti out of it, and I'm sure wherever they are, they're being used to their fullest potential to support the Prime Directive.
Is that something that you also still provide, or that you still try to accomplish? Is providing for the what did you say the spry detective?
Indeed, indeed. There's let's call it a point of view of Yuan-Ti. There's only three types of people in this world. There's Yuan-Ti, there are enemies, and there is food. And I think I just figured out what category you fall in.
Which one?
Oh, that's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, awesome. Okay, great. Yeah, it's fantastic. I can't wait to figure it out. That
You haven't consumed much dairy today, have you?
I yes, it was a complete. I ate a full cow.
Hmm. Shame. True shame.
Is it?
Well, I'm lactose intolerant.
That cow was fresh out of the farm when I ate it.
Hmm. We'll just have to reconvene tomorrow. Have a light
Yes.
breakfast. I'm trying to watch my figure.
Of course, of course. So am I. That's why I'm going to be eating a light breakfast now because you told me to. Hmm. Speaking of light breakfasts, I heard that you enjoy a meal quite often with Ixam McKeb.
Prime candidate for Yuan-Ti. He'll make an excellent pure.
What makes him a prime candidate?
Uh, General distaste for the world. He has a strong indifference to life, which is very, very close to being a sociopath. So I think he'll be an excellent, excellent soldier in my army. Who knows? He could even become an officer.
That's high praise.
Well, it's well earned. He used to shit all over new prisoners when they walked in. It was fucking hysterical. That would be if I found anything funny.
Do you not find anything funny?
Yuan-Ti are notorious for having no emotions.
What was it like growing up with as a did you say Yuan-Ti? Yuan-Ti?
You are definitely food. Yes, growing up as a Yuan-Ti, it was much like everything else. You, you know, are patched one day and in combat with your other brood mates, and only the strongest survive. So you bite and you slash and you manipulate and you form alliances to try to kill the other ones, and then you stab those people in the back because at the end of the day, your survival is the most important, and then at the end of it, the strong survive. I mean, your upbringing had to be similar, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, I killed so many people to be in.
It really is miraculous to survive. Seriously, do they just let anybody be alive as a human? You're just born, and that therefore you get to live. That seems ridiculous. You haven't earned it. You haven't proven yourself. And for a lesser species to propagate the way you do, ridiculous. It's kind of infuriating. Again, if I could feel emotions, it would be infuriating.
I feel like that's the only thing really saving me right now, isn't
No, these chains are the only thing saving you right now.
it? That's right. You are bound. Oh, I got so deep in my own head I didn't even think of. Oh, I forgot. This is fantastic. Well, while you are bound, I will ask, if you were to win the race for freedom when you are unbound, what would you do with the freedom that you would possess?
Well, I would take the knowledge I've acquired and bring it to my enemies and all of the higher ups in my temple that shunned me and forced me into exile and repay them for their betrayal. And then I would I would consume all those that stand in my way, becoming the most powerful prophet the Yuan-Ti have ever seen. I can taste it. Oh, and then I would consume the world, bringing honor to Seth. And then I'd probably do some good deeds because I'd be a reformed criminal for sure. That's what you're looking for, correct?
Would you be doing the reformed deeds before or after you consumed the world?
And we'll figure it out when we get there.
Hmm. Indeed. Well, Kelbrix, I appreciate you remaining seated and remaining bound. And we'll see you out on the field there, or the ocean, or wherever it is that we will be catching up with you. Hopefully,
Sounds wonderful.
Hopefully, it's from a distance.
It's where I'm best.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let the guards take you back now. They want me to remind you not to bite anybody and to refrain from throwing insults at other guards.
I'd like to see them try to stop me.
All right. So would I, actually. I'm gonna watch the guards take you back just to make sure I know that you got there. Okay.
Bill, George, you ready to go, you big dumb idiots?
I told you not to call us dumb idiots, man.
Stupid ass.
Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Tyler. I just wanted to come on here after the final interview to just say thank you for listening to this interview as well as the other previous interviews. I know that this interview in particular was a little scuffed in terms of the audio, but if you did finish all the way, again, I thank you, and it must mean that you really like the show. So we will be looking for your review in the section where you can review, rate, or comment. The next video that's going to be coming out is going to be the first campaign episode, finally, of the Race for Freedom campaign that I have been working relentlessly on for the last 6 to 8 months. If you guys want to stick around for that, please do. We are going to be taking a 2-week break, but I will be having that out on September 6th, right for when the kids go back to school and the teachers reluctantly also go back to school. Just a really good time to release. I'll be putting more updates out on our socials about that. And if you are a fan of the show and you want to make sure that it continues, make sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube, leave a like on the podcast episode, comment anything that you would like. I usually read the comments pretty regularly. Rate us if you have the ability to rate us wherever you listen to podcasts, or leave us a review. I would love to see where we can improve, where some things are good and don't need to be touched on, things like that. So go ahead and do that. And if you want to follow any of our socials, you can do so over at Dragon's Den Podcasts everywhere except for Twitter or X or whatever, and TikTok. Twitter, it is going to be at Real Dragon's Den, and TikTok is going to be at Dragon's Den Pod. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys on September 6th. Music, take us out.